Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the NSE Rocket League. We are now proud to bring you the spring semester just starting tonight with the qualifiers. And of course, I am joined by Drumzels. Who else would it be?
Hello there, it's me. I'm very happy to be back. It's the first week. It's been a while since we've been live with some NSE 3v3s. It's been, what, 2 months since LAN? Just under?
Yeah, about that much, and we haven't really done much else since then. I only got back into the swing of it last week with the 2v2 tournament, didn't we?
Yeah.
But tonight, after slight confusion, our initial game essentially that we were going to cast, one of the teams didn't show up, so now we're bringing you University of West England versus Southampton.
University of West England, they were one of the teams we talked about a lot in that podcast we did on Sunday. The huge pickup of Sebadam in the off season, probably one of I'd say the most exciting player to have joined the NSE this season.
Yeah, definitely. He's obviously, I think a lot of people know the name of that man, and he's hoping to throw West England up into the National League, a place we've not seen the likes of them before. I don't even think they've had a team before. Never mind.
But trying to block them in this first step of the journey is Southampton A team, a team that we admittedly haven't seen a lot of so far. And let's see what they can do. As we're getting into it, welcome to game number 1, UWE versus Southampton. Let's just see what happens. This is, of course, the first round of qualifiers, and these two teams are from the southern region. The qualifiers are split into 2 regions, north and south. 8 teams from both making it in to the National League. I think after 2 weeks of qualifiers? Yeah, well, that's what it was last season. Yeah, and it should still be the same. Both teams will be hoping to go at least 4-2 in order to make it up there. We're starting with big players either side. Bit of pressure now. Good chance for UWE. Incognito just puts a shot off the post. All 3 players were up for Southampton. Incognito puts it back to the middle. Eddie's got the clear. But Sebadam has a better one. He's going to be on the end of that once again. Forces Rocks to make the awkward save, but he does so. Yeah, UWE coming out with a lot of pressure so far. I think that's to be expected with the likes of Sebadam on the team. Instantly takes control of the match, and we almost see a quick goal there for them within just after the first minute, but Incognito hits the post. So close. Psionics, please. Rocks, one off the backboard. Jordan keeps it going. That's an unfortunate touch, but luckily Dark Sun, good back rotation. He's ready for it. Sebadam gets the block. It's bouncing awkwardly in front of the Southampton net. Incognito's going to have a shot. Eddie can only tap it to the middle, but Dark Sun's there once again. Now Sebadam. He's got no boost. Good position for that double touch, though. And a bit of pressure now pushing back for Southampton. Little bit. It seems like they're just starting to get their feet. They've managed to hold off that initial wave of pressure. Starting to get their own footing in the game, but No shots yet for them.
Do you think they're a little bit intimidated by a big name like Sebadam in the very first game of the season?
I'm not sure. I think they've got a point to prove. They were a National League side last semester, and I don't think anyone had them in their top 10 or anywhere near it. So, you know, these guys are coming out with hoping to show everyone wrong. And so far, they're holding their own. It's all going well for them.
Yeah, dead even scoreline still. Just under half the game gone. Sebadam. He's on the wall, and he's got boost. Oh, and Incognito in the middle. 1-0 to UWE.
The first goal on stream of this new NSE semester. Eddie and Rox just, I think, a little bit stuck on who was going for that ball. Incognito sneaks in front of them both and gets that all-important first goal, I should say.
Yeah. Incognito looking to make it a second one. Tried to go up off the ceiling, but not quite get the jump right. Sebadam puts it back into the middle. Eddie has to clear Rox. He's found Rox. Rox pokes it over to Dark Sun. Dark Sun up off the backboard, but Incognito can stretch up to get there. Trying to continue the clear. Forces Sebadam to make an awkward save. Oh my god, and he does so off the bottom corner of the post. What a save.
What a save indeed, but I'm liking the pressure coming out from Southampton now. They're starting to push more and more for this equalising goal. And I think it's just a matter of time before they get it, but if you've got someone like Sebadam in net, it's difficult, and almost a mistake from Darkson costing them there, but they get away with that one.
Yeah, they're pushing back a little bit more and more. Sebadam's put one just off the post. Jordan's put one just over the bar. And the breakaway chance, but Sebadam back oh so quickly. With that, using that alpha boost that we hear so rarely here in the NSE.
I think he might be the first player to have the alpha boost in the NSE.
No, I'm pretty sure Tylacto has it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Sorry, Tylacto.
He might have done.
Oh.
Some good pressure coming out there. Almost a goal there again for Southampton, but just can't get the ball through. Some nice fakes by Rox now, but he's run out of boost.
Eddie and Sebadam, bit of a even 50 in the middle. But now Jordan, he's got control. He's on the counter-attack. Eddie's on the wall. Rox is up as well, though. Incognito tries to put one in, but can't get the power from his angle. Now Eddie almost fakes out Sebadam. Sebadam gets a bit of a touch on it. Darkson puts it into the middle. There's no keeper. Rox has the shot. It's 1-1. Great equalizer from Southampton.
Yeah, since they conceded that first goal, they've come out the blocks flying in the second half, and Eddie gets a really good demo just to open the net up. The full man team play there coming through. Big goal for Southampton with only 48 seconds to go, tying up the game. This is obviously a best of 5, but I think everyone always wants that game won. You never want to you fall down early, do you now?
Oh no. Wow. Southampton nearly finding a second one there in quick succession. Bench. Incognito beats out Rox in the air. Tries to tap it back to mid, but Sebadam forces it to the side. Jordan. Up in the air, beaten to it by Eddie. Incognito plays it over Rox. It's just Darksun at the back. And no longer Eddie and Darksun both demoed for Southampton. Leaves Sebadam with the shot, which he puts in. He's never missing that.
That's really good play there from UWE. Some really aggressive play. Darksun was back, but he was in an awkward position. The ball was overhead. They came out flying double demo. Jordan just slips that one across to the man who's never going to miss a shot. And now Southampton have it all to do once again with only 10 seconds left.
Yeah, they've got to come out aggressive, and they've got to come out right now. Sebadam going to try and play it slow, gets the block on Rox. Darksun whiffs it on the wall. Sebadam's going to keep it low, but it bounces up high off the wall. 2 players are up for Southampton, and Rox can't get to it in time. Game 1 goes to University of Western.
Yeah, they just sneak it through, but that's a close game. I think that's a bit closer than everyone thought. I'm not too sure on the seedings, but I believe UWE have quite the advantage over Southampton in terms of seeding. Even so, like, very close game. Southampton showing why they're a National League side last semester, and I think they definitely could make it there again.
Yeah, with just a little bit more aggression. You saw it coming out at the end of towards the end of that game. They were starting to get a little bit more pushing up, a bit more demo-y, but at the end of the day, Sebadam, not to sleep on Incognito and Jordan, they're both very, very good players. But Sebadam just showing why he's in that next level.
Yeah, but he's got to keep that going for the whole game. And, I mean, you say that, but his teammates, I think Sebadam's the kind of player who supports his teammates to make them look better as well. And they weren't shying away from the limelight at all. They were both playing amazingly.
Oh, yeah.
Southampton now. Oh, starting out the pressure early. Almost get an opportunity.
Doxon putting it back onto the backboard. Incognito slaps it away. Rox has put it up high. Beaten to it by Sebadam. Spun out, but Jordan completes the clear. 2 players there for Southampton. Nice little pinch clear. And Sebadam, just as we were saying, he doesn't miss those shots. Misreads the backboard and whiffs the open net.
Yeah, that was a really awkward bounce, to be fair. But yeah, I think it's just, you know, it's a player of his caliber, you sort of just don't expect those things to happen, so it's more of a shock when it does.
It was a little bit shocking. Now, on the counter-attack once again. Eddie's caught on the back foot, but Jordan puts it off to the right. Wrong direction. Rox carries it up the wing. Gets it over Sebadam. Doxon has the shot, puts it lower corner, and for the first time, Southampton take the lead.
Sebadam with another whiff here. Doesn't make the read either off the wall. Maybe he expected Rox to get on that ball faster to try and hit it a bit earlier than he did, but Southampton coming out with all the pressure right now. It looks like UWE are trying to get him on the counter. I think, based off just after the start, it seems like Southampton have got up to speed. I think UWE started the faster team, but now Southampton have picked up their speed, and they seem to be going for a lot of fakes as well, trying to catch out this UWE side by just slowing the game down.
Well, catch them out. They have done so far. But Sebadam putting it once again back to the middle. Jordan and Incognito at the back. Jordan puts one up high. Incognito's going for the touch. Gets it off the backboard. Doxon dribbles it. Last one. Just Sebadam waiting though. Doxon has no boost. Tries to get it round. Sebadam backwards to the ball. Great 50 though. And again. Just trying to stop this from getting to the middle for Southampton. Whips it off the top. Doxon's got a chance. Hits the post, but Incognito can't quite get the clear he's looking for. Rox will put in a second.
Yeah, Sebadam, I think he was a bit too low on boost there, and I think that was just the pressure from Southampton. So much pressure that I think all the UWE players ran out of boost, and it was that aggression is coming through really well now for them, and they're deserving of this 2-0 lead. The game has swung in their favour quite drastically at the minute.
Yeah, they really have turned it on. Let's see if they can keep it on. Sebadam looks to get a clear going. That's an awkward 50 though, and Jordan can do nothing but turn it in. Doxon makes it 3.
I'm not quite too sure how this one went in. Incognito, unfortunate with the read, and I don't know. That just a good dunk from Doxon, I suppose. Reading Sebadam trying to clear that back off to the side.
Yeah, as you say, this pressure coming out from Southampton.
Ooh.
And there's another one. Oh my, Eddie, what a play!
That is all Eddie there. The Jordan and Sebadam caught in each other's way. I don't think they were too sure who's going, who's staying on that one. Both of them ended up doing nothing, and it allowed a great little double tap from Eddie just to pop that one centre. Southampton are running away with this one. I think this is quite the upset at the minute from what everyone thought would happen, you know? Maybe UW just having some teething issues in terms of getting the team started, because they are pretty much a new side. Sebadam only just coming in, but speak too soon maybe?
The game is not over yet. I thought it was when Sebadam put that one towards net, but Doxon had rotated well.
Oh,
Jordan
even gets bumped and still manages to put that one through.
2 minutes and 24 seconds left for just 3 goals. That's a lot of time.
Definitely
Let's see if
doable.
UWE can start to mount a comeback.
Yeah, but they've got to stop this Southampton pressure to begin with, because it just seems unrelenting.
It's been broken very nicely there. Incognito, couldn't quite connect with that. It was a lovely pass from Sebadam, but None of the defense reading it, but Incognito not reading it either. Sebadam is going to play it to the middle. Incognito can only force a 50 with Dark Sun, leaves it awkward for Jordan. Jordan does well. Dark Sun flicks it up over 1. He's got Sebadam. I think Sebadam was actually going for that, trying to get bumped in order to make the shot higher.
Yeah, it looked like it, but I mean, he was out of boost really. He didn't have too much going, and I don't think the flick would have been too good there either. It didn't seem like it was sat right on the card, but Jordan, big flick there. That one might just be in.
It is now.
Just
off, it was unfortunate it didn't go in the first time. Huge flick from Jordan, but Incognito there. Easy finish.
Yeah, I think Eddie did the same thing I did. He thought that was actually creeping under the bar. Ends up slamming into it. And this comeback's starting to mount, you know. Southampton is starting to look a little wobbly.
Yeah, they were relying on just unrelenting pressure to get them those first few goals, but they've been broken nicely a few times by that UWE defense. Big 50 though for Rocks on Jordan. And once again, tie up in the middle. Eddie has no boost to follow that though. Jordan puts it back down. Darksun taps it over Incognito. It's just Sebadam on the back. He's got a good amount of boost, but not anymore. There's another one. Can he get that middle? No. 50'd with Eddie. 1 minute left. They still need 2 goals, UWE. And the counter-attack is back on for Southampton.
Yeah, Southampton, I think they would obviously like to see this. I think they'd want 1 more goal. I don't think, even though it's a 2-goal lead right now, the pressure that UWE is starting to come out, if they sneak in another one, then that's even more stress. And a bit of worry coming through. And that's such a great pass. The 3-man passing play. Oh, no! Darksun makes it a 4-man passing play, putting it into his own net. But what good team play there from UWE.
Those were some lovely little short passes from the UWE side. And so unfortunate on the defender coming back. Just now 1 goal the difference.
Yeah, just as I was saying, they wouldn't want this within 1. Here it is, and that's almost the equaliser.
Sebadam off the post. Now the counter-attack for Southampton.
Oh, it's on the line.
It's off. Jordan plays it to Sebadam on the wall. Sebadam can't make the connection. Jordan plays it back up to him. Incognito is waiting at the back. Eddie puts it up high. Darksun's going to have that clear. He's staying with it. He's getting it far away from his net. This needs to be going back towards the orange half now. Incognito sends it up high. That's bouncing down. Darksun puts it off the corner. And it's down. Southampton take game number 2 in climactic fashion.
Jesus, that this is turning out to be quite the series, you know. Normally, the first few games, the seeding sort of makes it a little bit more, you know, in favour of the higher team. But maybe Southampton just have been a bit done a bit dirty with the seeding and deserve to be a bit higher because, blimey, they are putting on a performance now, and UWE so unfortunate not to complete the comeback. Just, I think, let it slip too early in that first game, but they've got all the momentum now going into this game 3.
They do. They scored the last 3 goals in that game, and they're gonna be feeling pretty comfortable, despite the fact they've just dropped a game. So it remains to be seen if Southampton can keep up the aggression they've been piling on, or if UWE are going to keep finding ways to break away like they have been.
Yeah, this game is a big one now because this pretty much turns into a best of 3. So whoever takes this next one gets themselves on match point. And I think, okay.
What a passing play from Incognito and Jordan.
West England are coming out to play right now. Rox did not expect that last touch.
I say between Jordan, that was all Incognito. I think it was going in anyway. What a play.
Yeah, West England starting off just exactly as they ended that last series. That goal being followed up in rapid succession by this one. Jordan picking up another one.
They went 4 goals down in about half the game last game. Now they want to show that they can do that too.
They needed 10 more seconds so they would have won that last game.
Yeah.
So unfortunate for them, but they're coming out, the blocks flying in this game 3. It seems like the tides have turned once more.
Well, it's only been 18 seconds And Rox is on the counter-attack. He's got Sebadam to beat, though. And Sebadam does ever so well to get that gone. Now, played back into the middle. That's not where Southampton wanted to be. Jordan just being a nuisance. All three defenders bunched up in net. Sebadam tries to put one top corner, but can't quite. Now, Dark Sun on the counter-attack. Doesn't get the flick. Jordan's going to put one up high. Rox plays it off the backboard. He's going to follow that. But nicely shut down by Sebadam. So much pressure from UWE right now.
Yeah, this is essentially like the exact opposite of what we saw that last game. This was pretty much what Southampton were doing to West England just before, and now we're seeing that the other way round. The unrelenting pressure. Southampton is struggling to get out of their half, and when they do, they don't seem to have boost. But this probably one of their first big chances in the game, and that is a terrible 50. Eddie is stuck alone. Does well.
Does very well. Sebadam up high though, puts it just over the net. Bit heavier touch than he was looking for. Jordan puts one off the wall. 2 players up for Southampton. Nice back pass from Jordan to Sebadam. Sebadam trying to catch Eddie on the backboard. Can't quite. Another double commit from the Southampton defense. Incognito doesn't read the curve bounce and allows Southampton to break the pressure. But Jordan putting it right back on.
Jordan had a great opportunity there. That net was open. He just didn't seem to be able to reach the ball.
Good chance there again. Again. Rox. Good 50 with Sebadam. Jordan putting it over to him though.
Oh, what a
Lovely
pass.
But a weak shot from Incognito. Didn't quite get the power he was after.
Yeah, Southampton still struggling. This looks like the third goal. Good save from Eddie. I think Southampton needs to start finding a few demos because this pressure from UWE is just unrelenting at the minute, and they need anything they can just to break it down and start getting some offensive plays going themselves.
Yes, so far this game it's been 1 shot to 9 from Southampton.
Make that 10.
Oh,
another good save.
Didn't have the boost to go for the double tap. A good attempt. Now, lucky boost pickup for Rox, but challenged very quickly.
Oh, the
massive bump from Incognito on Dark Sun makes it 3-0.
Yeah, we were talking in game 1 with the win for West England how, you know, Sebadam's the main man, but Incognito and Jordan have been linking up amazingly throughout this game. And
I mean, you said yourself, you can't sleep on these players. They are very, very good, the both of them, and they're proving why they deserve to be on this first team right now. Dark Sun, not much boost. Nice tap off the corner. Probably shouldn't have jumped for that. That's UWE once again making a counter-attack. Sebadam slows it down, gets it over Eddie.
oh, what a shot.
Perfectly placed from Sebadam.
Yeah, this just looks like Southampton are trying too hard now to throw players forward, and they're aimlessly throwing themselves at the ball. Sebadam took that one down beautifully, had plenty of time then to pop that one home, and of course he hits it perfectly straight into that top corner.
Of course he does, every time. Tries to make it a 5th. Good block from Southampton. You can look at the spacing from UWE. They're giving Southampton the space, but they're just closing down so quickly.
It almost seems like they're catching Southampton out, like, you know, because of I think the pace of the play as well. It's just all being dictated by West England. They've got everything going for them right now. Southampton seem lost. This is a nice bit of time though here, but they've taken too long on it, and they've just allowed the ball to be taken up by West England once again.
And time is the one thing they need as much of as possible at the moment. Just over a minute left. Big shot from Rox though. Eddie tries to sneak it past Incognito, but can't quite. Jordan plays it high off the wall. 2 players bumped for West England. Leaves Rox. Not the best hit. Straight to Jordan. Eddie puts it off the curve. Sebadam wasn't ready for it. Good doink from Jordan though. Incognito's up on the wall for it. And once again, West England break out of that pressure.
Oh, good hit from Roxa. That was really awkward to deal with. That ball camera would have been right over his head. I mean, they're pretty much just praying for pride now to set themselves up for the next game. And just as I say that, Sebadam's going to put a 5th one away.
And it just seems like Southampton can do no right now. I mean, they're not playing poorly. It's not mistakes of theirs. They're just overexerting themselves, and when they get the time, they're then taking too long with it. The pressure we saw them have at the start, I think it seems like UW have got savvy to that, and now Southampton need to think of a new strategy of going forwards.
Yeah, they've got the post-game lobby to have a little contemplation. As Sebadam, I think, trying to save that, but puts it just below the bar.
Yeah, Rox.
Consolation goal for Southampton.
Rox getting quite the fortunate dunk. And yeah, I'm not sure there's much he can do. It's a nice little consolation. Hopefully now they can, use that to head into the next game. But they've just been blown away in this game 3. But
Come on, Rox.
the last 10 seconds, they've just picked up 2 goals.
Yeah, bit of a whiff there from Jordan. Left a tiny bit of space and time for Rox to put that in. But that's got to feel, like you say, that's got to be a nice little cushion to carry into the next game. But with UWE playing the way they are, Southampton look down and out for most of that game.
I mean, the stats say it all, don't they? That's 14 shots for University of West England to only 5 from Southampton. It was a dominant display. A very dominant display. Just rotations, I don't think we saw one double commit from them. It was pretty much the perfect game they could have had, bar those last 10 seconds where they, conceded the 2 goals.
Yeah, but when it comes to that late in the game, you start thinking to yourself, well, it doesn't really matter anymore. It's 5-0, there's 20 seconds left. Might as well save the energy for the next game. And what you would hope would be the final game.
If you are a UWE fan, of course. If you're a Southampton fan, you want this now to go to Game 5. And we see an interesting switch up a car from Eddie. I believe that's the Aftershock.
I haven't seen that car used since it came out.
I think Turbo Pulsar might have used it in one game of RLCS last season.
Oh, of course, Turbo Pulsar's used it before.
But
Ooh.
He's got to make a big save here. He can't quite do it. And West England start off pretty much where they left off in that last game. It's an unfortunate bounce off the post for them, to be fair. And Eddie was so close, actually, to making that save. Just couldn't quite do it.
Maybe if he had a longer car.
Yeah, although this car might look longer, it still is an Octane hitbox.
Yeah. Sebadam. Keeping it in the middle, Rox. And Dark Sun can't really do much to get that gone. Eddie, big clear though. Dark Sun is demoed in net for his troubles. And, like you say, West England coming out with just the same ferocity they did last game.
Yeah, that's a big demo play there from... who was that? Incognito, I believe it was. But yeah, that kind of play is exactly what we need to see Southampton doing right now, because they need to be breaking up this West England attack. Or, breaking the West England defence. I mean, they've pretty much got to start the attack because they're not able to get the ball forwards themselves yet, But here's the big first opportunity. Sebadam has cut that out.
Oh, but he's out the play. Rox taps it back onto the backboard. Eddie dunks Jordan. But Incognito gets rid of it for him. He's got no boost. Does well, but Darksun, what a read. Sebadam sends it back up the field. Eddie gets bumped by Jordan, but still makes the hit. Sebadam gives it to Rox. Gets killed by Eddie. They're starting to bring in these demos, these aggressive tactics.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting to wake up again. But that pre-jump before, it's almost... I feel like that should be something you're doing when you're ahead. Trying to shut the play down before it even begins, because it's such a huge expenditure of boost.
Yeah.
And right now, I think they're struggling with just boost management as well. UWE have that all in the bag, so they sort of almost have to conserve it where possible.
Yeah, like you say, it's a consequence of those perfect rotations. Everyone's got good boost. Everyone's got good position. Sebadam gets his revenge on Rox. Nothing comes of it, but probably felt good. Felt pretty good.
Oh, who else?
I was just saying nothing comes of it. What a shot from Sebadam, high up in the middle.
I've got to say, this UWE side is giving me vibes of Portsmouth last semester. And I think we all know, well, just in case you don't know what Portsmouth did last semester, they went on to win the whole thing. So this is quite the praise I am giving West England right now. And they are fully deserving of it.
Yeah, they looked slightly shaky in the second game. It was a close one, but Southampton eventually won it. But since then, it's been the West England show. They have been on top, almost non-stop. Sebadam.
Oh,
That is disgusting.
this man is showing off. He is having fun now. Catches it on the pinch. Oh, Sebadam, please. These guys have families.
That's art. Man, this man is an artist. That's Sebadam. On the ball once again. Beaten by Eddie. Rox is up high and quick. Going for the shot is Eddie, but blocked nicely by Jordan. Jordan once again on the counter-attack. Plays it to Sebadam, but Sebadam can't make the connection. Rox ducks and going for the bump, but Incognito has pushed up nicely. Eddie playing it to the wall. Sebadam's waiting though. Great 50. I don't know how he was ready for that. Back over to Rox. Rox going to play it back up to him. This jet plane is flying all over the place.
Yeah, we were at the start when I was praising Southampton. I think it just maybe was more. No offense to them, it just seems like West England have broken out of their shell because they started out the blocks, and I think Southampton then took a little bit to get up to speed. They got up to speed, then shocked West England, but West England have been like, right, let's show these boys what we're made of. And 5-0 up now. Sebadam has taken a full hold of this game for. They pretty much, I don't think it's possible to throw from this point.
It's about 20 seconds a goal.
Yeah, they're going to have to fall apart pretty heavily, but they're on for another one right now. Jordan showing off, trying the reverse musty.
The confidence coming out from these players. And that's so important. When you're feeling good, you're playing good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the team facing these guys after, because I'd expect this momentum to go straight on through to the next series.
Yeah, this is unwinnable now from Southampton. There was a slight glimmer of hope, but it has been extinguished by a constant wave of pressure from University of West England.
Yeah, it's.
I say they're looking like a force to be reckoned with.
I think a lot of people have them predicted quite highly. Maybe not high enough based on this performance, but you know they're in most people's top 10, and at the minute it looks deservedly so. But then this is only game one. This is only game one of a long series, 6 to 8 weeks, I believe, of NSE Rocket League. So they're going to have to keep this up throughout the season, because if they start losing this, you know, teams will find a way to break them down.
I look forward to whichever teams will be able to do that.
Imagine Portsmouth versus these boys. That'll be a game.
Stop.
I'm sure we will get one of these later on in the season, so don't you worry about
Watch
it.
out for that, please. Anyone watching, that will be a game to see. Incognito, putting it off the wall. It's a formality at this point, playing out these last 10 seconds. But see if Southampton can get one goal before they leave. UWE, no, they want one more. Incognito puts it high. Darksun puts it down. Fantastic series from the University of West England.
Yeah, a very good series. Like that game 2, the one they lost 4-3. They switched on when they went 4-0 down. They switched on, and oh my god, they switched on well. That was quite the turnaround after that to almost even win that game. They could have actually still taken this in 3. They were so unfortunate not to.
Yeah, well, that second game was something to behold. That was exciting. But since then, UWE have smashed it. Is I believe the way to put it.
They have, and commiserations to Southampton. I think, they they were not a team to sleep on either. They were pretty decent for the most part. I think the difference was you just saw the strength of UWE in games 3 and 4. I think that was the big change there.
Yeah. So the question after that game is: are we looking at a National League side?
Which one? Because I don't think there's any doubt about UWE being a National League side. There is
Okay.
no doubt about that right there.
How about are we looking at a championship bracket side at a top 6 finisher?
I believe we definitely could be. If they keep that form up, that game 3 and game 4, they keep that up throughout the season. I think we're looking at a top 2 side right now.
Damn. High praise from Princey. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, they've got bigger tests to come, so
And we have more teams to watch.
we do. We will be going to a slight break to set that up for you. Who are the teams we are going to be watching just after the break? Let's just have a quick look. It will be the winner of Sussex versus Brunel against the winner of this game that we just had. So we will have West England right back on the stream to face probably what most people expect to be Sussex, which, were a top 3 side. So I think this is exactly what we wanted, a real test for West England. And
yep, this is a game that I'm going to be looking forward to.
All right, so we will be bringing that to you in just a moment. See you then.
Don't go anywhere.
Hello everyone, welcome back. It's just a quick short break there because we actually, as we were saying just before, we have University of West England coming back on to the stream once more. And we were going to have a huge test in them for Sussex, but Sussex are missing their main player. Distan is a no-show for tonight. I believe he might actually be involved in Rising Stars qualifiers, which is probably why he's not about. But they've still got a pretty strong side of Sussex nonetheless, because they got their new player in TJX, I believe it is, Drumzos?
TJX, yes. I think he's roughly 1,800, the pickup they grabbed in the offseason.
And he was to be replacing I'm Private, who, I mean, is a very solid player anyway. But without Distan appearing, I'm Private will, I believe, be coming back into this first team for now. But if they also didn't have a first game, so they've not had a warm-up because their opponents, Brunel, did not show. So it's not looking too good if you're a Sussex fan right now.
Yeah, I mean, Sussex are a terrific team. They're going to be hurting without Distan. And they're also going to be a little bit cold, having not had a first game, and UWE coming hot off the heels of that win we just saw against Southampton.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I think it might take them a game or two to get up to speed if UWE have kept themselves warm. But just on a side note, if there are any teething issues with the stream, I do apologize. We do not have a producer today, so I am doing all this myself from my little laptop. So and a single screen on top of it all. So apologize for any technical issues, but if there is anyone who is interested in producing out there watching this, nothing to do on a Tuesday evening, hit us up. We could do with a bit of help. It would always be appreciated.
It's okay, Prince, you're doing a fine job.
Well, you don't know. You're not watching it. You're just watching the gameplay as well.
That's just baseless reassuring.
Why, thank you. But yeah, like the problem I think is mainly most people, they play in this. So us graduates, Drumzels and I, we just enjoy the game too much. We like the community too much, and as we can't play anymore because we've graduated, we thought, hey, let's stick around and cast it. So if there's anyone else in a similar position to us, want to help out, feel free. Just drop a message. Anyway, well, I think we might be able to get this one underway.
Yes, we have our two teams in here waiting patiently. I'm going to give them the go-ahead. This is our first look at the team that you put down as your number one in your predictions.
Yes, but they are missing the guy who I put down as my MVP for them being number one in those predictions. And it is indeed Private, who has come back in, replacing Distan for now.
Yeah, Private himself, though, a very good player.
Yeah, it's still no sleeping. You should not sleep on this Sussex side.
Yeah. First, I'd say real test for UWE, though. No offense to Southampton. They looked good for the first couple of games, but those last two games were short work. But now TJX tries to get the pre-flip pass back to Fisk. Private not making the connection on the corner. Jordan also not making the connection on the corner. 7-out. Beaten to it by TJX. Private puts it up in the air. Fisk, nice little tap. 7-out puts it back to TJX. He's going for the double tap. Jordan has to make that save, but Private wasn't quite ready for the lack of touch. And TJX robs it off of Fisk there.
Probably the safe play, to be honest. I think he had a man right behind him, and it was likely to be a 50 that could not well have favoured them. TJX taking this game to its own hands at them, and he gets a demo there too. Now looking to go on the offense. Oh, almost drops it underneath Incognito. He is, of course, their new pickup for this semester.
Oh, I like the attempt from Sussex, going for the pinch from their own half, and Private stepping up, getting the first goal for Sussex.
Who needs Distan, eh? Private coming through, picking up their first goal. Nice speed. Not the best of shots, just a bit slow off the wheels, but I think calculated, you'd say. It still made it through.
Yeah, Sebadam very, very close to it. Fisk down to the corner. He's going to have to follow this one up himself, but can't get there in time. Private puts it up the field. Sebadam just beats out Fisk for the shot. Private off the corner. Incognito, I thought he was own goaling that then. At least it looked like that in my view.
Yeah, I saw the exact same thing. It was a bit close, but they all looked a bit awkward there, the West England team. I think they might have just cooled down ever so slightly and need to get themselves back up to speed, but some good pressure coming out right now from them.
It's an unlucky pinch from Incognito. Could have been a nice centre. Jordan just puts the shot wide. Fisk beaten out by Incognito. Private beaten out by Sebadam, beaten out by Fisk. Jordan ended off the corner. Sebadam gets the demo on TJX. That's that new key player down. Incognito dunked. TJX tries to fake out Sebadam, but Sebadam says, "I ain't no fool."
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh, what a shot from Fisk.
Very well placed on the shot, yeah. But Cognito just didn't time that right. Jumps slightly too early, so instead of that ball flying across the pitch, goes straight up into the ceiling. His teammates were not ready for that. They put their trust in the man. And unfortunately, that is the second goal now for Sussex. And yeah, West England just don't quite look how we saw at the end of that last series.
Yeah, they've had a few good attempts, but none yet materialising. As Jordan tries to put one up into the corner. Sebadam beats out Fisk. Can he get the second touch? He can, but nicely blocked by Private. Jordan has the shot attempt. It's up high. Incognito.
Oh, so close.
Almost with the tap down. Fisk. Oh, that's an unfortunate hit back from Jordan, but he does well to recover that. Sebadam carries on with the clear. Blocked by TJX. Private turns to the wall. Nobody's there in the middle for Sussex. Good shot attempt. Fisk plays it under one. Bumped by Jordan. Almost gets the carry on.
That's slightly awkward. And they get away with it.
Wasn't the best pinch, but covered quite nicely. This is the exact opposite of what we saw at the end of last series.
Yeah, this is some great play on the wall by TJX. A lovely layoff, and Private with a brilliant shot just to place that one beautifully into the side of the net. It seems like we're seeing the perfect counter style right now to University of West England's offense. Every touch, every decision right now from Sussex is so measured and composed. They know exactly when to go and when to wait. They're winning all the 50s as well.
Yeah, it's just measured play from Sussex.
And this is a team missing their star player.
That's quite a scary sentence, isn't it?
It is.
3-0 up is missing their star player. Incognito. Double commit in defence from West England. Private, once again, an awkward pinch off the wall. Forcing a clear that doesn't happen, but Sebadam, no power on the shot, no positioning. Fisk has the counter-attack attempt.
Oh, he gets the fake.
Out this time by Private. But looking for revenge is Jordan. Just off the crossbar, that was a lovely shot. Sebadam trying to put it there, but Private doesn't even have to move for it. And this has been a commanding game from Sussex.
And that's a fourth. Private. He wants his spot on this team, you know. I mean, I think this might have been an own goal, but yeah, he got the bump on the player to throw that one into his own net. Sussex. Wow. The praise from West England is just flipped onto you guys.
The momentum shift from this series to between the last.
What's interesting though is the speed of the game seems slower, but this is fully being dominated by Sussex. They're controlling the game. If you
whenever we hopped onto one of their players' perspectives, if they weren't the man on the ball, they did not seem to be traveling like, supersonic or anything. But they always knew exactly where to be. It was like so smart. Such smart play from them.
Let's see if UWE can come up with a response to the play.
Oh, the server has gone down for maintenance. Very nice.
Yeah.
We'll
Let's give that a couple of seconds.
Yeah, we'll just get that one back up quickly.
Yeah, we'll have to see if West England can come up with some way to counter what we just saw from Sussex. Because it just, like you say, it was calm. It wasn't that fast, but it was just incredibly precise.
And Private's shooting was on point as well. That's interesting, because if he's not their main roster player yet, he's putting all the chances away right now. Maybe they've got to rethink that, because he's showing a reason why he should be on this first team.
Yeah, Distan who?
Oh, I mean, he's quite the player, nevertheless. He's the one who most people know who he is.
If Distan is watching, I apologize. I'm joking.
If he's not watching, we're not joking.
We've got Fisk Private and TJX back in. Just gonna message Jordan. So this should be back up and running in a second. But do you reckon that's gonna affect the momentum of the play at all?
This will give West England a little bit more time to talk things through. I think, Sebadem, although he's just joined this team, probably has more of the figurehead role because of who he is. So I expect he'll likely be talking to his teammates now and trying to, reset them and get them back to how they were playing before in the previous series. And it'd be interesting to see now how they come out the blocks, but TJX, mate.
What a read. What a redirect.
The speed coming out there from them. Oh, Jordan. Yeah, so
just
close.
Getting a touch to it, but not quite enough. What a way to start a game. Fantastic goal from TJX. Just after he said in chat, in the fatter slump of my life.
Did he now? Interesting.
He did. I'd like to doubt that. But Sebadam straight back on that lovely shot from just above the net.
Yeah, Private there went for the pinch, put his wheels on it, and actually put it on a plate for Jordan to hit that one through to the middle. Unfortunate, but that's more like it from University of West England. A fast comeback to bring this one back level.
Yeah, now that they've finally got a goal, they might start feeling a bit more confident. TJX, Private almost getting the keepers bumped. But a lovely chance. Great pass to the middle, but Incognito shuts it down nicely. He's going to follow that. Picks up the mid boost, but at even 50 onto Private, who gets a weird wave dash back onto the wall. Jordan tries for the shot. Private blocks it. Fisk sends it straight back. And Sebadam's going to send it straight back again. It's over Incognito. Carries on with it off the corner. TJX just going to leave that. Dribble it to the other side. Gets it around Jordan. Now, going for the pinch. Nice block. I like what they were trying.
Yeah, interesting idea. They obviously had their pinch out of defense in that first game. Looking to take it more offensively now.
Fisk putting it back into the middle, but plenty of time for Incognito off the backboard to get the clear. Fisk going for the bump on Sebadam as opposed to the shot. That's going to leave a counter-attack chance for West England. Jordan, centre, just a bit too fast.
It was a good idea, but Incognito double committed with Sebadam on the previous one and had no boost then to get back to it. I think it's just now they're realising they've got to get back up to speed, so it's taken a little bit as TJX went for an almost great flip reset on that one. Just didn't get any height on the ball. But
both teams coming out with some style points so far. Only a goal apiece, but it's been incredibly back and forth.
Yeah, this game has definitely seen an increase in speed from the last one. West England are trying to get a grip back on the control of the game and bring it up to their level. Because Sussex definitely have their number when the game's played at a calmer rate.
Jordan can't make the connection on that. TJX gets the block on Incognito. Sebadam to the wall. Can he get the second touch? No, he can't. But Jordan passes it to him. That's around private. TJX can't make the awkward save. Nice little 1-2 from West England.
Yeah, it's a nice little 1-2, but I think the miss from Sebadam completely takes private out the game. And then Sussex is stuck retreating in an awkward spot. Private didn't expect Sebadam to miss that one. And, you know, that... I think rather fortunately, because I don't believe he meant to miss it himself, gives a nice lead for West England as Sebadam pulls out a great save there. Just keeps that one out.
That was huge. He had to flip back into the net to get the angle to keep the ball out. Very inventive. Private gets it high. Incognito, good 50. Jordan whiffs on the clear. Incognito just plays it to space. Gets it around Fisk, but TJX is on the dribble. Bumped by Jordan. Into the block on Sebadam. Fisk comes off the wall. Stops that from going any further. TJX is just shadowing Jordan at the moment. Forces the challenge. Private's there for the clear. And what a touch from TJX. Private. Fisk blocks Jordan in the air. Sebadam blocked on the clear. This is leaning more towards Sussex yet again at the moment, but still a goal down.
I feel like it's leaning towards them, but they're not playing the way they were allowed to in that game one. West England are closing them down much faster now, not letting them have the time and that they were allowed in that game one. And it's definitely suiting them, I think, overall. There's a great shot there coming out from Sebadam. Finds that one just under the crossbar and gives them a deserved 3-1 lead in this game too.
Sebadam really has these placements nailed. That's such a tough one to save when it's just below the crossbar like that. Fantastic goal. Now 2 goals the difference. 80 seconds the difference. 1-1. Great shot once again from Sebadam.
Yeah, now if Sussex ran away with that game one, West England are running away with this game too. TJX couldn't quite make the connection on the wall, and we've seen a lot of kickoff goals. This game specifically, I think three of these goals, 2 for West England now and 1 for Sussex, have been kickoff. Make that another one. I think that will still count as a kickoff goal. I'm not sure what's going on here, to be honest. You barely see any kickoff goals in threes, but we've seen 4 in a game.
It was a little bit messy from the Sussex defense. I think maybe getting a little bit flustered as this game runs away from them more and more. But West England showing that once again they're not down and out. If anything, they're on the comeback. TJX plays it to the wall. Jordan's up high, but no boost though. Nice block in the air by Private. Fisk, good 50 with Sebadam. Bouncing back towards the middle though. Not where they want it to be. Now they're being pinned down by West England. Private has the shot attempt. Sebadam stops it. Fisk puts it back up high. Jordan's off the backboard though. Incognito's on the wall. Plays it to the middle. That's an awkward tap back from TJX. And not the best clear from Fisk.
Oh, Sebadam. I think he had to pass that one back to Incognito, but somehow it still worked out for them. 6-1 up now. This was some really good passes here, but Sebadam didn't actually hit the ball. I don't believe that fake was intended. But
either way, the ball has found the back of the net.
Yeah, and
once again, a communication misstep from the Sussex defense.
More salt in the wounds. You mentioned TJX said he was in the biggest slump of his life. When did he say this?
He said this before game 1. He put it in the game chat.
Okay, because that game 1 he was solid, but it seems to be creeping in now. If you know, he's got that on his mind already before the series starts, it's a bit of a doubter and probably not something you want in your mind. And if he's telling everyone else as well, I think, you know, Sebadam's probably saying, right guys, we can get at this man, get at him. They haven't been going with bumps or demos, but, you know, that I think that's actually what Sussex need to start pulling out now, because West England have taken a hold of this game, and as we saw against Southampton, it took them a little bit to warm up to their opponents, but we're now at 1-1, and West England look the stronger of the two sides for sure right now.
Yeah, taking control of this immediately after the kickoff. It's Incognito. Puts it up the backboard. Doesn't make the pass to the centre. Fisk has boost and space, but no more. Private. Off to the side. Can only find Incognito. Strange touch from TJX. Not what he was looking for. Sebanam puts it just high and wide. Blocks the clear though. It's a good pass. TJX almost caught out, but good backflip for the block.
Yeah, Sussex just look really awkward on defence now. It seems like... Oh, what a bump that is. The awkward defence has just been given a dagger to the hearts as well, because that's quite a straightforward save to Private if Jordan is not there, but he takes the keeper right out the question. Red card challenge in football, but in Rocket League, anything along those sorts goes. And
just as you were saying that Sussex need to start bringing out more bumps and demos, West England do the exact same thing to them.
yeah, the boost starving's coming out from West England as well, which I think is not helping Sussex in these awkward defensive positions, but they're starting to whiff a lot, and Severdam's taking full advantage of that.
Yeah, they're taking control of this series once again, just like they did the last one. The slightest hesitation or the slightest, sign of weakness, and they pounce. They are looking very, very strong at the moment.
Sussex just don't look up to speed right now. They almost seem like they've... Because they came... Game 1, they had all the control. And it seems like now Sussex have sped up. West England have sped up, and Sussex just don't have an answer. And I think this is where demos are vital, because they break up rotation, they break up speed, they cause people to panic. And we've seen this, for West England, but we need to see this for Sussex. It's a vital save there. Yeah.
Had to push forward and pre-jump for it, which he did so. Jordan. Oh, goes for the dunk on Private and net. Gets it, but not towards net. Now Fisk taps it up for TJX. TJX plays it to the wall. Jordan whiffs it, catches Incognito off guard, and the shot just wide and tapped away by Sebadam. That's the best chance we've seen for Sussex in a little while.
Yeah, they really needed that. I think that's the best chance we've seen in about 4 minutes of Rocket League from them, to be honest. Because their one goal in that last game was the 2-second kickoff goal. And since then, they've not scored, and they've barely had opportunities. They're still not looking for demos, and I'm quite surprised.
They are mounting a bit more pressure though. Sebadam forces the clear. Incognito can't connect with it. Blocked nicely in the air by Fisk. Private gets it over Jordan. It's just Incognito at the back. But he gets it under Private and under TJX. Private demoed by Jordan. Sebadam shuts down the air dribble from Fisk. TJX taps it to the middle. But Jordan, all the time in the world to get that clear. Back up to Fisk. TJX is up already though. I thought that was going to be a save. Fantastic shot from TJX.
Great bit of fast play there. Fisk with a brilliant shot, and TJX got up so quickly for that one. Severdam actually almost makes the saves, just jumped slightly too far into net. However, I think the on-rushing man from Sussex would have still put that one away. And now they finally get a goal they've been in dire need of. This might just wake them up a little bit more now, because they started getting that pressure once again. But here come West England once more, and a huge demo from Sebadam. Quickly regains their 2-goal lead.
These keeper kills. They're just ruthless, West England. That's 2 goals this game. And what else can you do? You see a player like Sebadam barreling down at you, you're dead.
I mean, you can try to dodge, but I think if he did anything in terms of dodging, Severdam gets a brilliant double touch there. Forget the last goal. He wants us to talk about this next one. Uncontested That almost went in on itself. He pretty much didn't even need the double tap. The defenders just, I don't know, where did they go?
Who knows? All we know is it's 4-1 West England, running away with this once again. It looked a bit dicey when Sussex got that one goal, but 2 quick answers from West England.
I think more than anything, it looked like West England just sat back a little bit. They were happy with the 2-0 lead, and as soon as Sussex scored that goal, they're like, right, no, we're putting this one to bed too, guys. And they've just gone and scored 2 really fast goals. The passes coming out brilliantly from them as well. Everything's going their way now. Sussex just don't have an answer. And they're being broken apart exactly how Southampton were.
Which, considering this is... I know they don't have Distan, but this is still one of the top 3 teams from National League last season.
And one of the top 3 teams on everyone's predictions. I think besides Aaron. Aaron put them down in like 5th or 6th. And Aaron is Salford. So
he's biased.
He is indeed.
Although I guess everyone's a little bit biased. Pretty much everyone has a team.
But yeah, everyone rates these guys highly. I mean, you're always going to take a hit when you're missing your best man. You take Psycho out of Portsmouth, you know, I don't think they're quite the same team that they would be. You take Sebadam out of West England. Cognito and Jordan are still going to do quite a bit for you, though.
That's
These two linked up again.
And turnaround from Jordan.
Yeah, I think Incognito probably could have put that one on target himself, but might not have generated the power needed. Jordan, though, slams that one home, and 5-1. The last game was 4-1 as well, wasn't it?
I think so. Something in that vein. I know there was a lot of goals for West England. And there's a lot of goals this game for West England.
9-2. 9-2 over 2 games. That's crazy.
That's mad. Fisk. It's a nice touch, but killed by Jordan.
Oh, no way!
Oh my god, that's so close. That would have been a highlight play for sure.
That would have been the goal of the day, no doubt about that. Like, forget the last series, I think.
So far.
Yeah. But, wow. West England.
The momentum is obscene. They anytime they give up even a tiny bit of pressure, then they just snap and get it straight back again. They are masters of recovery and composure.
Yeah, they are, and now, you know, we were saying, like, when West England were looking so dominant against Southampton that, you know, maybe they needed a bigger fish to fry, but I think this is more, just a little bit more putting it in perspective. You know, we got to state again Sussex are missing one of their main players, but still, this is 2 of the 3 main roster, and then one of the main roster players from last semester as well, so it's just West England, mate. You do not want to be sleeping on them at all now.
No. And after this game, I think they'll be going on to play... Who would have gone on to play? I think it's Brighton. Yeah. So that's another one of the National League teams.
They were the winner of the Challenger bracket as TJX almost scores a great double tap and... Sorry, not double tap, a flip reset, and Private cleans that one up, and Sussex take an early lead. Nice attempt from TJX there. Incognito just sat too far back in net to make the save. He was in the right position. Couldn't quite get there in time, and Sussex they're not done with this yet.
A flip reset from TJX. He's gone for a couple this series. Maybe that's going to be the confidence booster that they need. Private taps it to Fisk. Fisk going for the double tap. Takes Jordan out the game. TJX low 50. But Sebadam just baits out the clear.
Oh, Private got way too close as third man there, and what a shot from Jordan!
Jordan, oh my goodness. It was a great pass from Incognito, getting so much power on that, but just a low slam from Jordan to get it under TJX.
This man plays hoops.
Gorgeous.
This man plays hoops. That was a
drop down. That's a slam dunk in hoops if you ever have one.
Just call him Michael Jordan.
Hey.
TJX. The backboard to himself. Player Fisk has control. Taps it over Sebadam, but nobody on the follow-up. Now that's going to be awkward for Sussex to deal with. Incognito tries to tap that into middle again. And keeping Sussex a little bit pinned back now, but good breakaway from Sussex. TJX going to have a shot chance. Easily read by Sebadam. Plays it back over to the corner. Private puts it back to the middle. TJX puts it back to
this is
Private.
nice. This should be a
Sebadam's
goal.
caught out of position.
Oh, he's wheels the shot.
Oh, that's tragic.
We were praising Private in game 1 for his shooting. But now the pressure's mounting up. He couldn't quite deliver then when his teammates were hoping he could. So unfortunate. And this is awkward now for TJX. Good pinch out again though. It's one thing we have seen from Sussex. They've been good at the team pinches.
Yeah, they've had like 3 or 4 so far. And while none of them have found the target, they've all stumped the West England defense. TJX dribbling it off the wall. That's going to bounce to a really nice place for West England, but nothing comes of it. Sebadam off the wall. Fisk with the clear. TJX taking control. Not much boost, but good flick. He's going to take that boost off Jordan. Private puts it back up high on the corner. Can't do anything with it. Sebadam.
Oh, good pass off.
Great save from Incognito with the read.
It was a nice bit of play there from Sussex, but West England had that red and cut it out nicely. Half the game gone now, 1-1. This is better from Sussex. It's more what they needed. A great fake there from TJX, but that ball's gone to no man's land, sadly.
Yeah, the pinch was enormous. And TJX with no boost. Okay, picks up the corner. That's going to be a slightly more favourable position now. Sebadam taking control though. He's not got much boost, but doesn't really need it. Incognito's up high. Sebadam's on the backboard. Nice save by TJX, but Jordan's there with the follow-up. Slams that one home for the lead.
Yeah, all 3 Sussex players pretty much end up in the same position after that ball's hit. Fisk doesn't read his teammate's touch, was hoping I think more for a ball cleared off behind him, but TJX got to the ball too early. Jordan following very closely as third man, paid dividends there. I think that's something West England has done quite a lot. Their third man is not scared to get forwards, but they know when to drop off. I don't think the ball's been caught flying over their heads, yet they always seem to have all 3 players going forwards when they're attacking. Really good rotational play from them.
Just excellent positioning, excellent spacing.
And this net's open.
That net was very open. I don't know if that was a bump or just a miscommunication from Sussex.
Oh, TJX has stopped playing.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
I think he's having ping issues.
Oh, he might
back
be,
down.
but that's unfortunate for them because he's back now. But if that's the case, that's so unlucky.
Yeah, if they end up losing this by a goal, then they're going to feel slightly cheated, you have to feel. Private. Big 50 Fisk almost on the end of it, but Incognito is instead. TJX has the shot chance.
That's a good dunk.
50 over Sebadam. Private had the chance, but couldn't take it. Now has another one. 50 goes straight back to Fisk. Incognito, big 50 on the wall. Jordan clears it out to TJX. TJX can't make the connection. Private 50s it with Incognito, and they go back to within 1.
Yeah, Sussex do not want to let this game die. They are still pushing hard. I think Private got a bump on Sebadam as well to force him into the net there and miss that ball. It's a good play. They've got a minute now to find that one that maybe the internet issues let slip past them before. See what they're made of.
I did say if it comes down to that one goal. Sebadam, great recovery from the bump. Fisk can only put it up high. And continues with the clear. Getting that Dominus power on it. Private is caught on the back rotation. Can only tap it. Sebadam robbed of the shot by his teammate though. And then UWE. I think that's the first communication misstep that I've seen from them over 2 series.
There was a few teething issues at the start of the Southampton game, I think, for when Southampton took a few chances. But no, they've definitely grown out of that. That's a good touch from Private. 7am shuts that one down quickly. Jordan's there, but he's side flipped. That's the first one of them we've seen from them as well. I think that's the first one we've seen today.
I think it is. Now 5 seconds left.
Oh, this is big.
Oh, big save from Fisk though. Incognito puts it back towards the middle.
Oh,
TJX is going to tap that.
7am's kept it alive for them, but he's dunked it brilliantly, and that's dead. That's dead, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was hitting the corner. I thought it was going to be a This Is Rocket League moment.
UWE take it 3-1 once again.
That's a closer final game. Sussex putting up a real good fight. But West England, my goodness, what more could be said?
No, they I mean, they looked a bit shaky in that game 1, but it just seems like it takes a game right now for them to start figuring out their opponents, and as soon as they do, they are going to destroy you. That's all I can say right now, because like they didn't actually outshoot Sussex here, which is fair play to Sussex. They were definitely putting on, more pressure than we'd seen in the games besides that game 1, but UWE are just like, I mean, Sussex, yeah, the second best seed in the South, I'm pretty sure, behind Portsmouth. So
yeah, I think so. Now
we will probably, if UWE win their next game against Brighton, I'm sure next week we will have, this is of course if Portsmouth are winning all their games, we will have that match, and I don't think we'd not want to bring it to you. I'm not sure, but the North is very spicy place to be as well. That's where we will be going for our next and final series of the night. And we will indeed be bringing you Salford versus the winner of the Birmingham City game. I think this has been updated.
Yep, I think Birmingham City might have won that game, based on what I'm seeing in the chat. But let me have a quick look at the tournament list. Whereabouts is Salford?
In the meantime, though, I think we will be heading to a quick break, and so we will hopefully bring this game to you as soon as it's available. So once again, see you in just a moment.
Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. We are going into round 3 here of the NSE Spring Split qualifiers. And we've just witnessed University of West England take down not only Southampton, but then Sussex, our southern second seed, which is a fun sentence to say.
That is quite a nice... got a nice ring to it. But
we're just
I
getting
think
the lobby set up now.
Yeah, technically now West England take that second seed spot, so...
That's not quite as fun to say, is it?
No, the University of West England second seed. It doesn't have the same ring to it. Sussex want that back, although I think they want first seed, really. Everyone wants first seed, so you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're now moving over across to the northern side of the qualifiers, where we have Salford Lions coming up against Birmingham City University. Now, a few results. This is obviously a game where neither team has lost yet. I think Birmingham City have had the harder play into this point, though, because they just came up against Lancaster, our first ever NSE winners, and they beat them 3-1. So Salford, on the other end, 3-0'd both opponents they've had. Didn't seem like they've had any issues at all. But it'll be interesting to see how they now come up against each other. And just remind me, who is the standout player for this Birmingham City side? Is it Rottweiler? I think it's Rottweiler and Instinct, isn't it? They're the main two.
No, it's Rottweiler and Example.
Example, okay, yeah, Example, a very good player.
Example, of course, one of the other insane players that was picked up in that off season, and coupling very, very well with Rottweiler apparently.
Yeah, and then I believe their third is It's Magics.
It is Magic, indeed.
Okay, and then on the other side, for Salford, you've got Aaron, Camo, and Askey, unchanged from last season. The team that was so close to making the LAN finals. They ended up coming. They came third overall, Sussex fourth. The third place playoff between those two that, you know, I don't think meant too much at the end because of the slogfest that was the Sussex-Portsmouth game. But, you know, Sussex, they want to prove a point. They were so close last time around, they want to get it this time around. Camo has joined. I think we're now just going to go for it.
Yeah.
You just tell, yeah.
I respect the effort. They tried to keep the lobby alive.
But that doesn't matter too much. We'll just go straight to it.
Yeah. BCU is the team that I've been waiting to see. I put them pretty high up on my top 10 predictions, and I think that they are going to absolutely dominate in these qualifiers. There's Rottweiler. It's a solid clear, straight down to Aaron. Aaron tries to tap it to Camo in the middle, does so. Example, left on his own in the corner. It's Rottweiler in support. Rottweiler plays into the corner, tries to get the second touch, but can't quite. Example. Ended up the side. Rottweiler over to Magic in the middle. Magic almost gets the shot, but nicely blocked by Askey. Aaron shot down, has Example in net. Example has the save. Camo up high. He's got lots of boost, lots of time.
He's
it over
going for
Rottweiler. Tries to get the ceiling pinch, but Magic got there first. Sorry, the ground pinch.
Yeah, quite even so far for the first minute. Both teams showing each other quite a bit of respect. Salford do actually come into this as the first seed because of the change up in roster from Loughborough. Loughborough actually lost earlier. Off stream, sadly. That would have been interesting to catch. But they lost in round 1 to the other Birmingham team. The Birmingham University side, not Birmingham City, which we have here. Which is interesting because, you know, a lot of people I think had them a bit lower, Loughborough, and they're not quite working out as it seems. But anyway, back to this game. This is a good opportunity as Magix almost gets the touch on that. Example, back to the centre. Camo takes it away.
I don't think Rottweiler wanted to commit on that, but then he ended up committing anyway. That's given the first proper chance to Salford, but nicely blocked. Oh, look at the speed that Rottweiler
Oh, he's still on it.
On that. That was immense. Example. Off the wall.
Oh, that's Oh my god, Camo has done so well there to stop an own goal.
Yeah,
That was a brilliant redirect from ASCII.
It was.
He's in the wrong colours for that.
I think gave poor Camo a heart attack almost.
Yeah, he clutched that well to stop that one going through.
Did. Aaron is up quick. Magic has the block, but nobody's with him in the middle. Rottweiler challenging Aaron in the air. Aaron doesn't get the hit. Bouncing slowly to the middle. Example. Puts it to the corner. Called off it by ASCII, who has the angle. But just finds Magic. That's over Camo. What a shot from Magic, though. Exactly halfway into the game, BCU open up first blood.
Booms it forwards. Reads the fact Camo's missing it, and Aaron, I think, too slow to realise that. Magic slips it through the middle of the two of them. And a good start for BCU. I think probably just edging it on the play so far and deserve this 1-goal lead.
They do indeed. They've had a tiny bit more pressure. That's the first thing to actually come of it. But now, Rottweiler going for the demo on Camo. Chasing him back up the pitch. Example.
Oh, ASCII's out of position.
Find an open net. ASCII can't get back in time. Example. Great eye to see that was open.
Yeah, Aaron puts that one just too far ahead of Camo. Camo also doesn't put himself onto that ball, and ASCII thought it was safe enough to grab the corner boost. Sadly for him, it was not. Example cuts that one out nicely, straight into the middle of the net. Birmingham City now 2-0 up.
It's interesting, films from Lancaster, who Birmingham City beat in the last round to get to this game. They said that the thing that BCU won the game with was just these big clears to open nets. So that might be a specialty of theirs, just knowing when.
Oh, Rottweiler. Oh, Rottweiler. What a save from Aaron. That would have been so awkward. He had to be so calm there. Example, though, through the middle. Aaron again with another good save.
He's got to do another one here, but ASCII, good beat to the ball. Rottweiler, good 50 on the corner. ASCII has time. Example, jumped early, didn't make the connection. That 50 is going straight to Camo, who's going to get a shot attempt. Aaron tries to get the dunk on Magic. Magic's there first, and Rottweiler.
That's sneaking through. That's in.
That was just between the two back-rotating defenders. I think good eye for the shot once again from ASCII. Rottweiler just pushing up a little bit too far.
Yeah, Magic's let that one get away from him. I think he tried to roll it along the wall, but it caught the curve and bounced out perfectly for ASCII to brilliantly slide that one home. Very good shot from him. And now we're starting to see Salford a bit more on the offense.
You say that. It's been a very, very back-and-forth game. Rottweiler nails that one off the crossbar and down.
Yeah, I think I spoke slightly too soon. Camo just couldn't reach that one. Aaron again didn't expect him to miss it until it was too late, and Rottweiler sneaks that one through, slams it in off the crossbar. Great shot. Quickly restoring.
A peach.
Yeah.
A peach?
A
Six
peach.
shots a peach.
It was a peach of a shot. Maybe that's where you slipped up there, but Aaron gets it in off the far post. This game is not over yet.
All of these goals are coming in the last sort of minute and a half or so. Aaron just finds another open net that BCU have gifted him.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the best choice there from Example. He was going back towards his own net. I think he even cut out Magic's to hit that ball. And unfortunately for them, Aaron got on the end of it and scored. Now, 45 seconds for Salford to find one more and tie this one up. To see, I think,
50 from ASCII.
What might be our first overtime of the day. We've not had an overtime yet, have we?
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, it's running down on the clock in order to see that. 22 seconds now. 1 goal still the difference, but Salford do have the pressure. Aaron tries to sneak it round Example, but Example not being caught out. Camo had time on that.
What
it's
a
got
pass.
The shot. Aaron, lovely finish.
What a
all
pass
tied up.
from Camo.
10 seconds left.
So fast on the play. Rottweiler doesn't even go. I don't think he had the oh no, he has boost. He's using all of it there at the end after the goal goes in. I just think he didn't know the player was there, or maybe hoped one of his other teammates on, but Salford are actually going to steal this.
We just won't get to see overtime today, I guess. It's like Aski heard you. That kickoff, though, so one-sided. There was nothing that BCU could do about that.
Aaron was deliberately slow on that kickoff. Got there second, but got his car right across the ball. Brilliant play from them, but it's not over yet. No, Aaron cuts that one out. That's a good hit from Rottweiler, though. Camo gets it to the side.
It's going to be Magic, though. Gets the 50 on Camo. It's still up high. Rottweiler has to keep this up, but he can't quite. And Salford, they were a goal down with 10 seconds left. They win it in regulation.
They've stolen that game. Wow. I mean, there's barely anything to separate these two teams at the minute. They were so close together in that. Aaron with 4 crucial saves as well. He pulled a couple out the bag that were very vital, but Salford actually, on paper, I mean, perfect spread of shots. Camo needs to start doing a bit more. Come on, get the goals, Camo. You've let your team down there, but nah,
he's got the 2 assists.
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing, but on paper, Salford deserved it, and they only just snuck it in at the end. Though that was, I mean, I'm looking forward to these next games now because wow, that went down to the wire.
It really did. But I think BCU were unlucky not to get that win. The kickoff was what clinched it. I think if it went to overtime, BCU probably would have had it.
Yeah, and this is probably something like, I mean, what maybe we faulted Salford of last season with their with getting reverse sweep. You know, they just couldn't see the game out right at the end, and they've just shown that they can do exactly that now. And maybe, you know, later on in the season, these kind of things will prove vital, as that's bouncing off the crossbar and on the line, taken away by Aaron. So unlucky there. Birmingham City almost getting the first goal again.
Now, we almost went one broadcast without mentioning the Salford reverse sweep.
Wait, Salford are playing. It sort of has to be brought up.
I know. Example just didn't have the boost for that. Rottweiler tries to keep it in the middle, but succeeds only in keeping it next to the wall. Example, that's an awkward hit for Camo. He does well. Aaron, good follow-up. Rottweiler keeps it up high. Magic prevents Example from pushing up on that. I think they're going across net. Maybe put Example off a bit. Rottweiler's taken it over 2 though on this dribble. Aaron, steady as a rock at the back though. Camo demos Rottweiler, that key player. Example isn't getting to this. Aski's there first. That's a solid 50 for BCU, but Aaron...
That one's going straight through, yeah. Aaron
for him.
catching out BCU just as Films was complaining that that's what they did to his Lancaster side. That was, I think, Example found too far forwards. Aaron had all the time there and just popped that one home very nicely. I think this is slightly against the run of play though, because BCU have come out with more pressure. I think they've just tried a little bit too hard there to keep that one going. But 2 men on this one, they both missed. This is a big chance now for Salford, but well done. The third man from Birmingham comes through.
It was well played from Example at the back.
Yeah, he's starting to look very bumpy now, trying to get in the face of all these Salford players as well.
Maybe that's what they need after that 1-goal loss. Oh, that's an open net though for Rottweiler. But Aaron almost makes it for the save. He was on the back rotation, just got a touch to it, but not quite enough.
Yeah, brilliant cutback from Rottweiler against the first man in Aski, but Camo just, I think, had too much speed turning round there. And that ties up the game now. BCU bringing it back to even.
Example. He's got the clear. Magic. Can't quite get there in time though. Example. Getting beaten to the ball. Rottweiler faked out by Camo. Aaron faked out by Magic. And that ball has gone up high for Camo. Sends it back. He's got no boost up front though, and that's a double commit from his teammates. It might be awkward if BCU can get a counter-attack going. But Camo gets the boost and just gets back to the ball in time. Aaron plays it up high. Magic plays it back down low. Rottweiler has control. Example takes it off of him, tries to go for the fake, but Aaron, good positioning. Camo without the boost to get that goal. Rottweiler. Now Magic onto the wall to Rottweiler, but Rottweiler can't connect with it. Example gets bumped, and that's so unfortunate. That was a great little passing play, just disrupted by that bump.
Yeah, this looks very... This is reminding me of the 2v2 tournament where Camo and Aaron, they won the whole thing. The way they played it was outsmarting the opposition. I'm starting to feel like this is a similar thing that's happening right now because they look so solid at the back. Like, nothing is getting past Aaron. And, yeah, it seems almost like BCU have more pressure and more of the possession.
That's not a good clear from Magic, but that was not a good return from ASCII. Magic getting pinballed at the back by his players. Great read from Camo, but Example was right there in the middle. Pinch down to ASCII. Great block from Magic. Rottweiler keeps it going forward. Aaron taps it back down, but Camo bumped on his way up for it. Now Example, not much boost, tries to get the 50. That's pretty even. ASCII tries to get it again. Rottweiler sends it up. Camo takes it off of Aaron, but Aaron stays low and behind the ball. Shot chance there for Example. Ooh. Example puts it off the post, and Aaron clears it. Great chance for BCU.
That was such a smart shot from Example. He switched his car to go for the far side. He actually got it past ASCII, who was on the back post, but it just came off the post itself. As that almost somehow makes it through with a weird 50. Like, pinch between his own teammate, I think it was.
I think it was Aaron and Camo trying to pinch it. Get a weird sort of pop and it just hit the post. Aaron, huge clear. Back up the pitch. Rottweiler's up quickly. Strange touch. Beats out two.
Two of them went, yeah.
It's 50 to the corner. Magic has jumped too soon, though. Example slows this down. Tap it on Camo. That's an open net. With 25 seconds left, Example puts BCU in the lead.
Clutch goals coming out in these. ASCII wave dashes off to boost. Camo doesn't realise that he is technically last man with ASCII running off there. And a good place shot from Example gives them the lead now. Can Aaron and Salford do what they did in the last game and steal this one away once more? Because they did it in less time than they currently have.
Well, Rottweiler says no thank you with an enormous boom back up into the Salford half. Aaron tries to send it back for a continuation. Example puts it to the side. Seconds ticking down now for Salford, and it's going towards their net. Aaron puts it up high. ASCII puts it up against the wall. Can he get this to the middle? No, he can't. It's bounced though on the corner.
That almost hit ASCII. That almost hit him and went in. That would have been so like unreal if that had actually happened. But no, BCU hold out, tie up the series 1-1, and we're still yet to have an overtime.
I mean,
it's getting so close.
Both of these games have been a hair's width apart. And Salford once again, all the same number of shots. They had 2 shots apiece. That's some coordination right there.
Yeah, I was actually. You mentioned that. I was speaking to Aaron yesterday, and he said that he feels like his team have a really good L-shaped formation when attacking, and they can switch through and out of it really well between each other. And I think we've spotted that because they are a solid unit at the back. And I mean, besides a couple times where it's got a bit hairy for them, they've barely double committed. However, I say that as a huge double commit between Camo and Aaron comes out, but BCU just can't get on. But that one's bouncing in front of their net.
I think they were expecting a quicker shot. They were panicking a little bit in the defense.
Yeah, they still don't look quite sorted. This one's going through. ASCII respawned and got there.
Yeah, the demo on ASCII was crucial to the defense there. Now Example thought that was going up the wall. He's going to give it a shot chance. But great block from Example. And once again, BCU keeping the scoreline at 0 with 2 huge saves.
Both these teams coming in clutch on the goal line right now. It's so close. So close to being goals for either team, yet we're still at 0-0.
It's a weird touch from ASCII. confuses Rottweiler, which is not an easy feat. Aaron puts it high up off the corner. Camo's been demoed in the middle.
Oh, double whiff. Well blocked out from Rottweiler, but Camo's there.
Double commit from the BCU defenders. That's Example and Magic out. It's just Rottweiler at the back. Big clear, sends it back to the midfield line. Example, taps it over Aaron. Now the counter attack, possibly for BCU. If Aaron can get on the end of this again. No, he cannot.
I think both these teams are almost struggling with the pace they've set for each other now. There's more whiffs coming out of this game because the tempo is almost like as fast as you can get, it feels like. These guys are fully going at it. And that's a big miss, but Aaron has bailed Camo out of that one.
Yeah, Aaron, solid as a rock at this sort of speed.
And a huge bump there too, but Example is back to clear that away.
Now, Camo, off the corner, no boost. Stuck in an awkward situation. Tries to tap it around Rottweiler. He's found ASCII in the middle, but Rottweiler recovers nicely. Example, lucky boost pickup. The spawn was just when he went over it. Counter attack possibility from BCU, but two players on top of each other. Magic is going to be beaten to the ball there by Aaron. Aaron's got the read down from the wall, but doesn't have the hit. Example, it's the space on this. He's going for the air dribble. Two players up for Salford. Rottweiler, if he puts that on net, blocked nicely by Camo. Camo, good hit to the middle. Blocked by Magic. Now Example, trying to send it back. Camo finds ASCII on the right. ASCII's got a lot of boost. Huge recovery on the block there.
I get the feeling this is going to be another one-goal game that separates the two teams, and it's probably going to come in the last 30 seconds, because that's just when the pressure mounts up even more to almost bursting point, and we've seen it catch out both teams so far in these first two games.
Rottweiler, nice carry off the wall, nice little. I think that, what was that? A pre-flip flick?
Turbo flip.
Turbo flip.
Oh, this is bouncing kindly. Nice wave dash as well from Example, just couldn't find the corner.
The speed of Example just catching out the Salford defense. ASCII, that's not the tap down he was looking for, and Camo can't make the hit on it. Rottweiler's using a lot of boost to try and get on that again. Example has turned. Looked for it in the middle for Magic, but Magic turned back to net. It's going to be on this though. Big clear up the wall. No boost for Example means he can't turn. But he's back there for the booming clear. Rottweiler jumps up, but realised he was going to be beaten by Camo.
Bounce is good for
by
ASCII. Yeah,
oh,
the
that's
time's
an awkward hit for Example.
Oh, Rottweiler's bailed him out there. Both these teams, it's so tense. This is on a knife edge right now. The next goal is winning this, and I don't want to say it, but we might have our first overtime.
Oh, you've said it now.
So it's not going to happen, is it? Commentator's curse right here, and Salford, that's a big chance for them.
Oh,
ASCII did
nobody
not
was
want
in
to
the
commit.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody thought that was getting past all members of the BCU defense. Rottweiler, oh, that's such an awkward touch from Salford. Example, taps it to the mid. Rottweiler tackles Camo. Magic's up, but can't make a connection. That's him out the play. Example, good 50. Shot chance here for Camo. Nobody's on the end of it. Magic just clears it past Camo. ASCII sends it up onto the corner, and that is down.
We do have overtime.
We have overtime.
Our first overtime of the day, and this is a crucial one because whoever takes this goes to match point. So this is big.
Yep, Rottweiler in the middle gets the demo on ASCII, then the demo on Aaron. Cannot continue the play. Send it over to Example. Two players up there for BCU. Example's got to be careful here at the back. Rottweiler 50 by Aaron. Aaron's got no boost to follow that up, but Example doesn't know that. Huge bump though. Now Example, big 50. Tap from Magic to Rottweiler. Rottweiler sends it to the backboard. But it's up off the backboard again. Camo, good tap to Aaron. Aaron puts it up high. ASCII's gone a bit too fast there, but Magic jumped as well. Aaron puts it off the backboard. Rottweiler sends up a huge clear, and ASCII sends one straight back.
These two teams are so evenly matched. It's I think the main way this is gonna turn out, I feel like, is a slip up But even so, we've seen a few slip-ups this game, but the teammates have been so well positioned to bail each other out when they've needed to. I don't actually know what's going to break through. There may be a little bit of individual skill, a big demo here or there. That almost was it.
Save. That was an enormous save there from ASCII, I think it was.
Oh, this is open.
Didn't open net though.
Oh, he's hit the post.
Post. I don't believe that BCU were gifted that on a platter.
He didn't even need to double tap. That was just open. I don't think he realized. And then, oh, so unfortunate for example. Hopefully he doesn't think too much about that one, because if not, his thoughts might be clouded. And Birmingham City still need him.
Birmingham City piling on a lot more of the pressure this overtime. They've had the bigger side. Example going for the pre-flip. Almost catches out Aaron, but Aaron sends a nice tap to ASCII. It's just Camo left at the back. Camo puts it up high. 2 players up there for Salford. It's going to be awkward for this to deal with. BCU. Example sends it over to the far corner where Aaron is waiting. Magic doesn't get a convincing hit on that. That's 2 players on the back rotation there for BCU, but Example with a quick turn. Aaron puts a shot on. Rottweiler's demoed. Magic might be smoke screened. Does well to get the save. Now a free shot there.
Oh, the bounce shot from Camo. I didn't think he could do anything with this because he had no boost. But he just hits it right into the ground. I don't think Rottweiler had any boost at the end there as well. Oh, Salford, take it. And that
7.5 minutes with no goal for either team. And Salford, well, Camo comes out with the winning goal.
And all 3 of them again have the same amount of shots. That's insane.
That can't be a coincidence. That's got to be a result of their playstyle, right?
You have to think so. That's so coordinated. That's crazy. That's 3 in a row now.
Yeah, never the same number as well.
No, 4, then 2, then 3. Interesting. Let's see if they do it once more.
It's this. I know that Salford are 2-1 up at the moment, but I feel like this series deserves to go to either team. That game was outstanding from both teams.
Yeah, they really showed up. And now Birmingham City, let's see how that loss, how they take that, because they definitely had more pressure, but Camo comes through with a quick goal for Salford. I think it almost might be getting to these Birmingham City lads, because Salford have soaked up a lot of pressure, but they've been so defensively solid.
It's not looking promising. Rottweiler had an opportunity for that save, but he feels backflipped.
I'm not sure if he could have got it in time, to be honest. That was a well-placed shot, and with a lot of power, it already seemed like it was over his head.
Well, Example trying to put one high up off the backboard. Nicely blocked by Aaron. Now,
Oh, this is open.
For the double tap.
Oh, Camo! What a shot!
That was clean from Camo. That was so fast, and quite a tight angle as well.
So fast there. The nice quick 1-2 between Aaron and Camo. That 2v2 synergy. They are obviously our 2v2 winners of the NSE tournament from last Tuesday, and their link-up play is perfect right now too.
It is indeed, as we saw Camo making another huge save on a lovely shot from Example. And then 50ing that almost back to the middle in favour of Salford. Magic's jumped far too early for that. That bounce was awkward to deal with, but ASCII gifted a goal there in the middle.
Great pinch pass from Aaron. That's a really difficult one to read if you're Magic as well. I'm not sure you can expect him to do too much on that. The Salford lads, so they just seem like they're on another level right now. They've soaked up all that pressure. It's almost like charging up your bar. As Magic actually gets one back here, this game is not over yet. But you know how you take a load of hits, you charge it up, and then you release as like a... you get what I'm trying to say, yeah, but they've just come out the blocks flying. However,
Kinda.
as we've just seen, Birmingham City bring one back. Alright, we'll ignore that point. Go back to the game. 3-1, plenty of time left.
Yeah.
ASCII awkward there, but brings it away.
Nice flick as well, takes out Rottweiler. And the fake takes out Magic. Example, awkward hit, finds Aaron there, also going for the double tap, but runs out of boost before he can get to it. Rottweiler just taps it over Camo. It's going to leave Example. Oh, he tried to pre-jump the shot, but ASCII sends it low.
Sorry, I just got a random phone call there, out the blue. That shouldn't be happening. But yeah, nice once again from Salford. They look just too strong to deal with right now.
Yeah, and I don't think we've mentioned yet that this is to go undefeated in Week 1 qualifiers. That's pretty big. That means you only have to win one of the 3 games next week to go up into National League.
Yeah, they will be facing another undefeated side. I'm not actually sure who is in the equivalent match between 2 other northern teams right now, as all 3 players from Salford go after that ball.
Oh, big save from Aaron. Example.
And again!
Huge save once again, and Camo gets it clear. This man is a defensive rock right now.
You cannot get the ball around him, but he's just gone and thrown that one into his own net. If you guys can't score, he's going to score for you, I guess.
I think that might have been Caster's curse right there. That's quite a nice angle, actually.
It is. I think
a bit of power to it.
Camo would have had it, but I don't think he had boost, so it's unfortunate for Aaron, really. He shouldn't have been the one on that, and that's his first mistake of the series. He's been so solid. He's pretty much played the perfect game.
Yeah, Magic plays the ball back to the corner. Camo tries to get the dunk onto Example, nearly gets there. Example gets it over one more, but is taken out. Aaron almost getting faked by Magic. That's 2 players up now. If Example can get a good shot off here, it's off the backboard. Magic's up already, and he puts it in, putting it back to within 1 goal for BCU.
Yeah, this game not over yet. I feel like that's actually really smart from Example. He realised that Salford were really low on boost in net. Nice little pass off the backboard rather than trying to shoot when he knew he couldn't generate too much power. It's back within 1. Half the game still to go. Birmingham City have not given up.
Yeah, if anything, they're coming out stronger than they were before. Rottweiler puts another one off the backboard. Aaron doesn't have the read. He's ASCII with the clear. Example taps it back to the corner. Taps it off the wall now. That's a good shot from Salford, but not quite on target. Big flick from Magic. Takes ASCII out the play. Aaron pops it back though. Now it's Rottweiler going up off the ceiling. Good old defensive ceiling shot. Gets actually the flip reset, I think that was. And then Aaron putting it into the middle. ASCII's got time. Just closed down at the right time by Magic. Camo blocks it to keep it back into the middle. Example. Slow tap, read by Aaron. Magic, that's not where he wants the ball to be right now. Example's got to awkwardly hit that, but does well to stop the shot from Camo.
Salford keeping up a lot of pressure right now. They don't even want Birmingham in their own half. Maybe not quite feeling as solid as they've let in 3 goals for the first time tonight. And oh my god, how was that not gone in?
Example hits the top corner post twice in a row. That's tragic. He's got to be feeling slightly robbed after that one. That's going to leave a shot chance for ASCII. Just rolls a bit wide. And the clock right now ticking down for BCU. They're under pressure once again, and they have just over a minute left. Rottweiler, not a convincing flick. Camo puts it up high. Magic has to tap it to the wall. Rottweiler doesn't get the hit on the wall.
Magic actually fell on that. Made it really awkward for Example, but that's nice play from Rottweiler now. 2 sat in net for Salford. They are not taking any chances.
Oh yeah. They realise they're a goal up. They just want to play this as safe as possible. Magic leaves that for Example, but Example closed down nicely by ASCII. Good speed. Rottweiler has to dribble this around Camo. Can't do so. Example is given a shot chance there, but opted to play to the wall. Aaron is up on this. He's got time and space. Example up into the wall. ASCII might not make the connection. Does so. Rottweiler. Hard shot to Example. Example chooses to stop that. Passes it back to Rottweiler.
Oh, that might just be in.
It's caught Aaron out. Aaron recovers just in
the
time. Magic's kept it up high. Camo. Clear over to the corner.
5 seconds for Birmingham.
Plays it up to Aaron on the backboard. 2 players up there for
This
Salford.
is it.
They just get it far away enough. Salford, just in another 1-goal game, in a series populated by them, they clinch out the win.
Just about keep that. That reminded me of the Southampton West England game from before. You know, a nice early start from Salford. They just hold on. But my gosh, were they put to the sword for all but the final blow in that second half of the game. That was so unlucky for Birmingham City. They just couldn't take it down enough. 2 post hits in the last minute as well. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, I need some recovery time after that series.
But well played to Salford. I think Aaron was my man of the match in that, because for the most part, you could not get the ball past him.
Oh yeah, he was incredibly solid, both on top of the pitch, at the back of the pitch, and except for that one own goal, which he was drawing attention to in chat, he played absolutely perfectly. I think that was, that's possibly 2 of the best teams that you'll see this season, slugging it out, going just back and forth, and every game just 1 goal the difference.
It was so close. But one thing I think I would just bring attention to is, although Salford looked so good for so long of that series, at the end there, they only just held on. I think the pressure, you know, maybe the reminders of, you know, that dreaded reverse sweep, bringing it up again. But, you know, they, from 4-1 up, I think it was, they started to let it slip, and they just held on. Maybe that's you know, them turning a corner now in terms of that, but it was a hard fought victory for them, and they've shown why they are number 1 seed for the North and why they were top 3 last season.
A hard fought victory, but a victory nonetheless, and that leaves them undefeated so far in these qualifying rounds.
Yeah, and that pretty much does it for us tonight. I believe that is the end. But the other game, Newcastle benefited from Loughborough slipping up. They then beat Nottingham Trent 3-2 and Kiel 3-1. So I believe it's Newcastle versus Salford for next week's. Winner is first seed, or no, South actually takes the first seed spot for Nationals because of Portsmouth being from the South and winning. So they will be the North will be second seed.
Yeah,
the first switch up from that, actually.
Newcastle were one of those teams that we sort of slept on in everyone's predictions, but they've taken out 3 of the teams predicted to be in the top 10 quite consistently: Loughborough, Nottingham Trent, and Kiel this week.
But Notts Trent were without Johnny, I should say. So they were without their main man. And, their main third.
Yeah.
So it seems like a lot of teams have been missing, you know, a player here or there.
Yeah, and some of the teams capitalizing on that. I think it's,
West England probably being the big ones on Sussex, but they also outplayed them for a good majority of it, so who knows with that. It could have been a different game, it could have been the same game. Anyway, that is us for tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We will be back this time next week, of course, to bring you the second round of qualifiers, where we will get our teams sorted into the National League. 8 from the North, 8 from the South. The last 2 teams you saw just then, pretty much set to go through. I would be so surprised now if... I think they both actually automatically qualify. I'm not sure it's possible for them to slip up and get out, but if it is, it's so unlikely that you don't expect it to happen. I mean, I just want to say the quality for tonight's games has been outstanding.
Oh, it's been fantastic. We haven't seen a bad series yet.
I mean, even, you know, the final games of the Southampton one, they still were a really solid side. Sussex, even though, you know, West England again stepped their game up, very solid team. And just, I can't wait to see how this season will pan out.
Yeah, it just goes to show that we've said it so many times during the podcast, the quality of play of the NSE has just peaked. Well, not even peaked. It's still peaking. It's just gone up so much. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching these quality games we've had this evening.
And yeah, many more to come. So we will catch you guys in a week's time. See you then. Bye.
Took me down, had me feeling alone. So long, darling. Right here and now, we can try this again. If you're in, I'm in, darling. I finally see what I need to be free. Far from what I was led to, but no holding back, I've made up my mind. Seeing what's next, I'm not sure what I'll find.